Are your knee pains increasingly limiting you? Wouldn't you like to be as mobile as you were 10 years ago? Today, I'm going to show you 4 exercises that will make your knees less painful and more flexible again. For you to understand briefly, most people think that if the knees hurt, then something in the knee is broken. We know from extensive experience that knee pain often originates because the muscles in the thigh and those in the calf become progressively tighter and shortened over time and press the knee together in such a way that it causes pain. And that's exactly what we're addressing with these exercises now. We will now do 2 exercises for both areas. The first is a bit more general to warm up the body, and the second one can also be found in our app. I will show you the exercises for the right knee. If you have the problem with the left knee, then just do it on the other side. Let's begin by fully extending the right leg, slightly bending the left one, and now we will gently and carefully move our torso downwards until you feel a pull in the back of your knee. The pulling sensation can be uncomfortable, but adjust it so that it's just still tolerable. This is a very important exercise that helps to smoothly work on the tissues located in the back of the knee. Go even deeper. And now adjust your intensity level. It begins to hurt a little and then gradually a bit more. Move at a very slow pace and make sure you can support yourself properly. Move down very slowly, stopping at the exact point where your knee can comfortably handle the sensation without going too far. And keep the leg or both legs entirely straight. It does hurt the most in this position, but if you realize it's not fully extended and you need to stretch a little bit more, then it's better to slightly rise up again. But don't let the intensity become overly strong. And then very slowly go even further in. Good. And then gently hold onto the back of your leg. And slowly pull yourself up a bit more with your torso. Because you're holding on, it doesn't move upward. Relax again and go a little deeper. And once again, put some extra energy into lifting your hips. Release and relax once more, then gently lower yourself even more into the stretch. Then you'll notice it gradually gives a little more. Stay in the range that still feels comfortable for you. Very gently keep going a little deeper. Don't release, keep going. If you need to step out in between, you've done too much, then make it a bit less intense. And then slowly bring yourself back up once again. And at this moment, let us proceed. Go stand directly in front of a wall. And subsequently step back with your right foot. When you're practicing for the left knee, step back with your left foot and make sure to fully extend the knee. Then you continue to gently press further into the left knee and perceive this time the stretch sensation in the area of the upper calf. Keep the knee fully extended and keep going in. And then you'll notice that's the stretch it's also on the back of the leg, slightly lower than behind the knee. And the two complement each other wonderfully. Go even deeper. Ensure that the knee is fully extended all the time. And keep breathing steadily. Adjust the intensity to a level where it remains comfortably bearable. Please make sure that the right foot does not turn outward. It must be positioned directly, pointing straight towards the wall. Then you continue going further into the stretch and make sure that the right knee remains fully extended throughout the entire duration if possible. And then you apply pressure with the forefoot against the ground, almost as if you were trying to rise up on tiptoes. Loosen up again and go deeper into the stretch. And once more, our strength training. Firmly press your right forefoot along with all the toes down onto the ground with as much strength as you can muster. Ensure that your knee remains completely straight. Then gradually relax once again and try to go a bit further into the stretch position. And then you gradually come back out. Move around a little bit. Perhaps you'll notice that your knee is already feeling significantly lighter than before. And now we'll do something for the front side. If what I'm about to show you, placing the leg like this and moving your hips toward your heel, is still too difficult for you, then please do this instead. Get into a quadruped position and move back as far as possible until you feel you can't go further. Stay like this and do the exercise along with us, but I'll go back into this position now because it's more intense this way. That's why I'll show you this version, but as I mentioned earlier, if it's too challenging, do the other version and keep going further. Back. It's important now that you pull your belly button nicely back. And even if you don't directly make contact between your buttocks and your heel, it's really not a problem at all. You might still find yourself like that. Then just steadily move your buttocks closer to your heels. And if it doesn't go any further, just keep gently sliding back with your torso, extending it more and more each time. And then you'll probably feel the stretch quite intensely here on your thigh. Next, you press with your right foot against the ground, almost as if you were trying to straighten out your leg completely. Release. Move a bit deeper into the stretch. And once more, press firmly with your foot against the ground, relax, and move a bit further into the stretch. Take deep breaths as you ease into the stretch, ensuring it's still just within bearable levels. Gradually start to release. Stand up gently and carefully. And then look for the knee hero. Yes, the knee hero. And if you don't have it yet, just place a couple of books under your foot in front of you. And now you go ahead and do exactly the same thing, but this time with the knee hero. And then you'll notice that this particular stretch is significantly more intense and much easier to achieve. And gently move your pelvis further forward. Make sure your knee is fully extended. Keep going. Good. Lift your left foot slightly. You should feel that most of your weight is on your right foot. If you notice that the stretch is too little, you would add another wedge underneath. Adjust it so that your hip is directly over the knee stretcher. This will give you the best strength ratio possible. And now you're trying here to push the forefoot into the ground, as if you wanted to stand on your tiptoes. But that doesn't work because the weight pushes you down. Relax again, go deeper into the stretch. And once more, press down with the ball of your foot. Tense the calf muscle. Then release. Ensure that your right knee stays fully extended and go further into the stretch again. And then slowly release. You'll notice this stretch is very, very intense, very effective, so move slowly. And feel into it. Do you notice how relaxed it's become already? Now just feel into it. Move around a bit and pay attention over the next few days to how things like climbing stairs feel. Or when you take long walks, observe if you can notice any difference at all. And if so, and I'm assuming it is, then do it every day. And next Saturday, there will be a new exercise. Can't wait, I'm thrilled.